Dude, are you okay?
I am not okay. That was like the most stressful thing I've done in a long time. This is incredibly heavy, and I'm hanging out the back 7 feet. I didn't even want to get on I-45, so I took the back roads. Good thing Texas has such good roads. And man, I was avoiding the state troopers. And why is it always a white BMW right on your tail when you're hauling something like this? But check this out, dude. This is really long. Look at the truck. I mean, it's just like insane. But I'm a stress ball right now. I need a little break. But man, it is so good to be on site with these beams on my truck, and the right beams, the ones that won't sag. But what is going on over here? Look at this. I know last night we talked about double rigging, like lifting 2 at a time, but this is pretty nuts. What are y'all doing?
We figured since we got so efficient at laying the trusses and you down here setting them and rigging them, the downtime was the crane movement. So we're gonna speed things up by making them twice as big as we discussed.
So you got this 2x4 and they're on layout, so 1 lift, and we set all 4.
1 lift, we set all 4, yes sir.
So how many total lifts?
Just 8 total lifts and we'll be done with that, not including the beam.
It's gonna save a lot of time.
I know, right?
I'm a hero.
Good idea.
Awesome. And it's a good thing we did too,
Yeah.
because every single truss had like 4 to 5 nails in them, staple them together. So,
It's
man,
still time just to separate them.
yeah, that would have taken forever if we started that when the crane was here.
All right, y'all gonna finish the last one?
Yep,
All right, I'll get started with the post for the new beam.
sounds good.
It's been a really crazy morning. It's about 10 a.m. We got a lot done already, but we got a lot coming up. The crane shows up in 2 hours, and we got 2 beams to set and get ready for that crane to lift the massive ridge beam.
Come my way a little bit.
Hour and 9 minutes remaining. Edit.
Tell me when you're ready, Paul.
Not helping. I'm ready.
It's for me when I edit the video.
Oh, okay. Uh-oh. All right, just put it down, Rad. Figure out what's wrong. I know what I did. Dang it. All right, guys, pretty frantic morning. So in all the hustle and bustle, I cut the jacks wrong. I actually measured to the bottom of my double top plates, and I should have measured to here and subtracted the 14-inch width of the beam. But it's gonna work out in our favor, so here's what we're gonna do. This is one of the jacks I cut wrong, right? So our beam is sitting on there now, and of course, on that side, we actually cut it correctly. So we're gonna build all 3 in place and cut the jack to the right length, put it on our bottom plate, and bang it in to the top, and push the whole thing up, all 3 of them together. Because we can already tell that we're hitting these trusses here in the middle before we're hitting those. So it's gonna take a lot of like wedging power to get it in. So I'm gonna go cut the other 2 beams, we'll put them in place, wedge them in place.
Good. Nice.
All right, guys, we got all 3 beams up there. We're gonna screw them together before we jack them up and put a load on them. So the engineer actually gave us our screwing pattern. So I actually marked it already. So these guys don't have to do any measuring. They just follow a mark. So I just popped 3 lines.
No thinking.
And then these are 16 inches apart.
The best way.
All right, Rad, I'm gonna get you another battery.
Thanks, sir.
So I know you guys are gonna ask, so we're using 5 1/8 GRK RSS structural screws, and our engineer actually gave us 3 different options on how to put those together. Nail them together, structural screws, or even through bolts. So if you're doing something like this, ask your engineer to give you the bolting pattern, the nailing pattern, the screwing pattern, and it gives you some options, and so you know it's bolted together properly.
Look at this guy.
Hey, that's not where I marked it.
That's what happens when you quick draw, you miss a little.
47 minutes remaining. Edit.
We're on a super crazy time crunch, so I'm just trying to speed it up. All right, guys, we got it all screwed in from this side. It looks great, so I'm gonna throw this in here. We're gonna jack it up.
Sledge.
Oh my gosh, all right.
Oh, that's gonna be nuts.
I'm gonna help you though.
Yep. Are you ready?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, Rad, you're gnarly.
Watch your hand.
Yep.
All right, sledge time. Sledge will do that.
Sledge that.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
How we look?
It's really good.
It's sucking up tight.
Jordan, where's that board?
I'm trying to. I got no power over here, man. The green light's off. Trip the breaker?
That won't reset. Let me check the breaker. Dude,
No
power.
way. No power?
Did you pay the bill?
Yeah, I did.
It's on auto pay, right? Man, it just keeps coming today. Even though we're getting to the end of the summertime here in Texas, we still sweat all day long. And the main thing we lose from our bodies when we sweat is salt. So we want to give a big shout out to the sponsor of today's video, LMNT, a product we use every single day. And if you haven't heard of LMNT, it's a tasty electrolyte drink mix. It has everything your body needs and nothing that you don't. Whether you're working outside like us, whether you're an athlete, or if you're working inside, you're still sweating, losing sodium. And losing sodium can cause muscle cramps and fatigue. That's why it's so important to replace it. And right now, LMNT has an awesome deal for you. They're gonna send you a free 8-count sample pack with 8 different flavors, fan favorites, with any new order, or even if you're an established customer with LMNT. That's right, you're gonna get 8 single serving packets of the fan favorite flavors. And again, you can be an established customer with LMNT already, or a brand new customer, you're gonna get the same deal. And this deal is only available if you use the link below. So check it out in the description or go to drinklmnt.com/studpack. That's DRINKLMNT.com/studpack. Thanks so much to LMNT for sponsoring our video. We really appreciate it. Let's head back to work. All right, guys, got the beam in. We got 3 jacks on this side. We're gonna add another one later and structural screw everything together later, but we gotta keep going because the crane is on the way. But check this out. So remember the old beam had a sag in it. So when we framed the second floor, it also had a sag in it. But when we put that beam in there and pushed those jacks in with the sledgehammer, it straightened everything out. And we know that because that wall is now hanging in place. Brandon, thank you so much. You are absolutely awesome. You saved us. Let's head upstairs and work on the next beam. Hey, what's up?
Hey, what's up? This is Jonathan with Gabby's Crane.
Hey, man.
Let you know, coming through town, the lights are out. So I don't know what happened, but I'm running just a little bit behind.
Yeah, power's out here too. Probably a crane operator, right? Hit something.
It's a strong possibility.
All right, gang, we're moving and grooving. Now, we can't just put this beam up there because this corner would actually stick above the roof. So we have to clip the corner. And we actually made the engineer aware of that. And he designed this. He said that is fine if you cut that much off. So our heel height, remember, 7 1/4. So it came up 7. Got this set at the 8/12 pitch. That's my cut line. That way we won't interfere with the roof trusses. Right there, boom. Let's cut it, send it up. Uh-oh.
Danny. Ready? Oh, hang on, you guys gotta go under this under the beam.
Can we go your way with it? It's all you, Paul. Yep. Pull, Rad. My man. Pull. Are you pulling too yet? Got it! Hey guys, look who just showed up. Boy, did we finish right on time.
All right, guys, before Jonathan comes in here with the crane, we need the height of our king post. So we were gonna build the scaffold, but we got Rad. What you got, bud?
102 3/16.
102.
My man.
3/16. Got it.
Nice job, Rad.
102, 3/16. Let's go cut a king post.
Let's add to the chaos. Yeah. No, we actually scheduled it this way. So, Jonathan, he's back.
Glad to be back.
He's gonna put it up. We're gonna build some scaffolding after we're done setting these trusses, and he's gonna set it up there so we don't have to haul each sheet up one by one like we did on the garage. It'll be great. But Dad's truck is right here, so the only spot for it was right there. It'll work out. You got that, Jonathan? Your crane can.
Oh
Yeah.
all day.
4 quarter.
I put on top that?
Yeah, that's fine.
Look at that driving.
Woo, we got a lot of people doing a lot of awesome things.
That's impressive.
Yeah. Jonathan, legend, just helping.
Is it the correct material?
It's correct. Yeah, it's good.
All right, guys, we had a crazy morning, but we got a lot done. Jonathan is here waiting for us, and this beam is pretty massive, so we're actually just building it on the truck rack, so we don't have to risk ruining our backs, and then he can pick it right off of here onto the roof. He's already ready, so what we're doing, we're snapping our lines for our bolts. Go ahead, Rad. Now we'll pull our 16 inches apart, bolt this thing together with structural screws, and it's ready to go. Well, they're screwing it off. I got the king post ready, and I cut this little 1-inch pad, remember? So I just put it on there with a couple of nails. We're almost ready to go. Jonathan's ready. He told us how to rig it. We should have this thing in the air in about 5 minutes. All right, the beam's all screwed together. It's ready to be lifted. I got the king post ready. Guys, let's go install the king post. We are running out of time.
Yeah, we are.
All right. All right, pretty big moment in the build, bud.
Yep.
Really big moment.
Yep. Nice.
See what I'm saying? See, when I put load on it,
Yep.
it'll pick it
Yep.
and it'll pull that shackle right in the middle, and it won't allow it to spin around or move spots.
All right, cool.
Slide it out to the. That'll be right in the middle, or right in the seam.
All right, here we go. Watch my poor little truck. Breathe a sigh of relief.
Dude, your truck barely moved.
I know. Well, we took off, what, 4?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a good truck. She's a good truck. Oh,
This video would have not been uploaded had he hit that.
yeah, that's your fiber, right?
Yep.
Oh my gosh! You're hanging on by a thread. I'm in. You should be able to bump it, Rad. Hey, Paul, we're padding the rest, right? So we're good. We still have to pad this, so this is fine. Okay.
All right, that's it, boys.
Get it, Rad.
Yes, sir.
Oh, he's still up there.
I gotta do this all because Rad wouldn't walk on top. My goodness. Come on, man.
I mean, you only said $50.
I would've went 100.
Oh, 500?
No. I'd do it for 500.
If there was water underneath, you couldn't keep me off of it.
Oh my gosh. All right, your turn. It was a good throw. It was a good throw.
That was a good throw.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we're going to try to rig these at an angle so the guys up on the scaffold don't have to fight them. So we're going to take off this 20 that goes up at the top and put on a 12. And then we're just going to try it. Is this the other one? Yep. All right, gang, first one going up. This one actually goes tight to the gable. That's why we're lifting it as a single. Then we'll lift the big boys.
Oh, that'll work great.
Perfect.
Yep.
All right, here we go. First truss package, right? 4 trusses bolted together with structural screws on layout. I'm gonna fly it up there, and all they gotta do is set it in place. And as you can see, we already put the joist hangers on for Danny. That's gonna be a big surprise for him. All right, so we're picking it up with 3 straps. We got 2 20s down on the wall end and 1 at the peak. That's a 12-footer at the peak, so it's hanging at that perfect angle. It's gonna make it way easier for Rad and Danny. I love seeing that, dude. Woo!
I'm good for now.
All right. That looks good.
Okay.
How's that feel? You know? Nice.
Wow.
That looks good.
That's awesome.
All right, I'm gonna put it on there.
Can you hold that, Brad?
Yep.
Don't move.
Okay.
Oh, you moved. Something moved.
We're gonna pull this wall in and make it plumb.
Make a plum.
That's how am I gonna from Mississippi or what?
Man, I think that's the most awesome thing I've ever seen. The beam was impressive, but flying 4 trusses in at once, I think that's even more impressive. And Rad's got his layout on the top plate, so he can just shift all 4 of those at once, put them exactly on layout, screw them down. Yeah, we'll be done in no time. All right, guys, we just took a 10-minute break, grabbed a quick sandwich, back at work. So first thing we had to do was remove all the bracing, right? Because we can't get the scaffolding around. And then the stairs, they were right here, right in the way. So we got a 35-ton crane. We undid our ledger from the cantilever, lifted them up out of the way, screwed it up over there so it won't fall. We're ready to go. I'm gonna head to the front yard, rig up the next one. Let's knock out this other half. All right, guys, remember in the previous video we said when we repair that beam, we're gonna put our kings or our studs right here to attach the great room wall to the 2-story. Well, in all the frantic work this morning, we actually forgot. So when they set the trusses on there, that wall started to go out because we had to remove our brace for the stairs. So I'm going to hop up there, put a structural in it, because Danny was about to come unglued up there, huh?
No, I'm just gonna ride it out.
You going to ride it out? Woo!
All right, guys, 4:18 on a Friday. And we just got the 5th piece in. Last piece is coming in. We do not want to be over 5 o'clock on a Friday. We have to put this last piece in and then hopefully tear down the scaffolding and put our zip sheathing ready to stage on the side of the roof. But I don't even know if we're going to be able to do that. We're going to have to talk about it with the boys. Hey, there's one of them right now.
All right, dude, there's the last piece. Headed into place. Couldn't think of a better way to end a week on a Friday afternoon, right? Awesome job, bud. All right, guys, 5:20 on a Friday afternoon, and we are spent. The crane is on its way back to the yard, but today was an awesome win for us here at the Stud Pack Dream House. We got this beam in, the upper beam, and the ridge. Remember, this morning they weren't even on site. They were 40 miles away at Builder's First Source. But today, we got a lot done, but it wasn't a perfect process. There are a few things we have to fix, so we're gonna actually work tomorrow. We're gonna show you what we have to fix, so we're gonna go home, rest up, we'll see you tomorrow. All right, guys, back on the job site on Saturday, wrapping up a few loose ends. As you can see, we cleaned up the job site, took down this wall, because Jordan has some special guests coming over later, wanted it clean, but we kind of wanted to give a recap of yesterday, because we didn't have time for that. I was on the ground rigging. Of course, Jordan was videoing everything, GoPro, phone, drone. Without that, we wouldn't even have a video, and these two awesome guys were up top laying trusses. So I think a couple things for me. I really appreciated Jonathan teaching us about the shackles and webbing, right, and how to rig a load. Most people just put it on there without regards to where the pin is, but I thought that was really important, and making it so the pin is easy to take off for the next guys, and that's you guys up top. And then I just love seeing everything fly overhead. My back just appreciated it more and more and more.
So did their backs.
I know the crane was a lot, but to me it was worth it from a safety factor and just keeping us injury free.
Yeah, I think Danny's idea, screwing 4 trusses together, saved us probably 2 hours at least, because putting every single one, even 2 by 2, would have taken forever. That was a huge.
The crane travel, that's where we lost a lot of time, is waiting for the train to go back and forth, because you got efficient, shackling. I think that was definitely a good play.
My brain couldn't handle it. I was over here on that first truss. I scooted on my butt to the end of this top plate. And Danny over here is a nut, dude. This guy's crazier than me. He's walking it on this side, and the wall wasn't even screwed off. We found out later the top plates weren't screwed into the wall.
Hey, it's fine. I had the crane holding those trusses. I would just dove on those if the wall went down. We're good. We're good.
That was crazy.
We got a lot of hard work left in here, right? Insulation, all the mechanicals up there, the drywall.
Who's doing the drywall for you guys?
I don't want to ask you to do it after all that, dude.
Oh man, give me a call. I'd love to make it work.
Well,
absolutely.
We will get a man lift in here for you. No more scaffolding.
Danny was saying we should just buy a scissor lift.
Yeah, buy a scissor lift and then sell it when you guys are done, because the rental on that would be...
We'd get a lot of mileage out of a scissor lift, especially one of those like off-road ones with the tires. We could even go outside with it.
Plus, I thought maybe you guys do the big room and I handle this section over here.
That's
silence
not
is
how it
deafening.
works. If you're here, you're up there with me.
Danny was the first one on site this morning, so he actually got to work and did the whole takeoff.
Yeah, I went through and
all
counted
the
Yes.
the Yep.
That was awesome. So we already had that list ready.
Legend.
He doesn't need a tape measure. He just knows.
Yep, just count the studs.
He just knows.
That's how I know my lengths.
That's crazy.
And so, like I said, today is Saturday, but Danny flew in on
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Yep.
Been here all week. Epic. We couldn't have done it without him. He's absolute beast. I think he's even a little crazier than Rad.
Hey, okay,
Oh, yeah.
I agree. I respect this man, dude.
So
I
if you're
respect him.
new to the channel, Danny and his dad came out and hung all the drywall in the garage build and taped and mudded it in what, like a week?
Yeah.
Absolutely
5
insane.
days.
So we'd love to have you back on this one if you're willing.
I'm
We
willing.
will
I hope
put
I can
you-
make it work. That'd be awesome.
All right. So Drywall Danny on YouTube, right?
Yep, Drywall Danny, YouTube.
Check him out. Thanks, my brother.
Yeah, thanks
we
for
will
having
see
me.
you later.
Yeah.
All our best to you and your family and your dad.
Thanks, Jordan, for
Yeah,
having me.
everybody.
Danny, we love you, man. You're the hardest worker we've ever met.
Love you guys too. Thanks for having me.
It's been great. All right, guys, we are back on site Monday morning. Danny made it home safely. Really appreciate all his help. Now, as we mentioned, there are some imperfections in these two walls, and they're kind of affecting how our trusses land on them. So let's go up on the scaffolding, show you what we're talking about, and see if we can make these walls perfect. All right, guys, back here up on the scaffold. Now, we fixed everything that we could on Saturday. We didn't film it because there was a lot of back and forth, up and down, but here's what we're up against. This wall right here with the two 2x6 top plates developed a bow going in towards the building. And I think that was twofold. Number one, we couldn't get a brace all the way up here to hold it straight. And during the rain and the sun, I think they naturally developed a bow together that we had to pull out and make it straight. It's got to be straight because we want our trusses to be straight in this direction. So we already had our trusses screwed to it when we saw the problem. So we unscrewed the trusses from these top plates. Good thing we used screws, right? And then we put this beam on here with these clamps and we pulled the wall straight to our chalk line. Then we put the trusses back. See how nice and flush that is? Which also helped us with our second problem. That was the ridge beam. Remember I went to go pick it up on my truck? And so the 40-mile drive, it kind of did this. And then our big mistake was assembling them together on the pipe rack. Because they were bent on the pipe rack, we screwed them together. That bend stayed there. I thought it would straighten out, but it didn't. What we should have done is carried them in here, but that would have been really difficult because they're so heavy. Put them on the slab down there in the great room and then screwed them together and lifted it. But lesson learned. But anyway, as we pulled these, it also pulled the beam this way a little bit and took some of that bend out. But now we've got to deal with the other wall. We didn't even screw the trusses down to the top plates over there because we knew we had to go back there and kind of do the same thing. So we're going to go on that rolling scaffold and we're going to pull that wall out flush just like this and screw those down, and that should make our beam perfectly straight.
Or better.
Or better. Yeah, from the drone shot, it looked way better. So I'm really happy with that. Let's talk about this beam. These are two of the LVLs that were undersized down there, so we used them up here. We screwed them together to make them as one, and then we've got it sitting on a 1-inch block here and down on Rad's end. And we stretched a string line across those blocks, and then we could take our tape measure and measure from the wall to the string 1 inch until we pulled it perfectly straight. So we moved it, it's up here now, but guaranteed that wall is straight. So now our goal is to go on the scaffolding on the other side and get that wall straight and those trusses flush just like this. All right, earlier in the video, you saw how that beam was curved that way. Now from down here, it looks a lot better. And Jordan actually flew the drone and we turned it into like a slight S shape. Isn't that right, Jordan?
Yes.
So now we're gonna get up here, pull that wall in that direction west, and hopefully that's going to straighten that beam completely out, because we want that beam to be perfect because that's going to determine how nice our drywall looks at the top,
right,
and also the ridge of our roof. We want those two lines to be perfectly straight. So if you guys look up here, see the ends of the trusses, they're overhanging the top plates on this wall. So we're going to get up there and pull those out and screw them down, and that's going to dial in everything. It's going to look great, and that's going to make the top of this wall perfectly straight as well. All right, guys, up here on the scaffold, the first thing we want to do is see if we can even move this wall. So Rad's got a 2x4 as a lever. He's going to put it right here against the top plates and then against this 2x4 that's screwed to all the trusses. All right, bud, I think you got this.
Ready?
Yep.
That's right.
Yep. Oh, easy.
Whoa!
Easy.
Oh,
Yeah.
easy.
I mean, easy, but easy. All right, cool. We got that. All right, let's dial it in and we'll screw these trusses down. All right, guys. Here we are at this wall, the big side wall in the great room. And as I stand right here and sight down this wall all the way up, man, it is perfectly flat, which is exactly what we want. And that's exactly what Rad and Jordan and even Danny were working on at the top. They were able to pull those trusses in, get that top wall in line, get the trusses straight, screw them to the top plate, and then we put a 6-inch structural screw through the top plates into the bottom of the truss. Can you see those GRKs way up there, Jordan?
Yeah.
And we're not done there, because when we zip that, the zip ties the double top plates into the studs, and I'm not done yet. I'm gonna put a hurricane tie from the trusses down to the stud. Even though we're out of the hurricane zone, that would just make me feel a lot better about the connection between the roof and the big wall. So everything's looking really great. We're really happy with how everything's turning out. The trusses look great and the beam looked great. Not just that beam, but these two also. So as a contractor, remodeler, what I'm kind of always doing, like in the back of my mind, when I'm working on a project, I'm walking around and I'm taking, for example, this post right here, which I know is plumb, and I'm just siding, I'm siding it over to that window and it's lining up perfectly. I do that all the time. And likewise, with the beam we just put in, if I back up and line up the bottom of that beam with those 4 windows in the great room gable-end wall, I back up, man, the beam is level and it's lining up perfectly with those windowsills, so I know those are level as well. So everything's coming together great here at the project, and I think for 3 guys building a massive room like this in a massive house, I think we're doing pretty darn good. And we feel like we're really close to getting the framing done. A couple more weeks and we'll be ready for the next step. So if you're having trouble reaching your like button, just fly it in there with a big 35-ton crane, GRK it down to your top plates, then smash it for us. Please subscribe to our channel if you're not a subscriber already. We would really appreciate that. Stud Pack merch at bunkerbranding.com, Instagram at StudPackOfficial. Guys, thanks for all the support, and we'll see you on our very next video.